situation right now is it's Monday morning.
So, but like, don't show me anything that's like confidential.
We are off to a good start.
Why are you doing that?
Just sending out some reports to clients. Nick's done a deal. We signed a deal on Friday, which I guess is classed as focus, but it still feels good. Martin is working on a deal for a new off-farm project, which is quite a big one.
I'm very close to closing a big deal, but we're not sure yet, so I'm still working on that. I don't want to tell the exact figures, but it's a big deal. And so I'll do my first deal if it goes through. So yeah, in constant communication with the buyer today. So hopefully we have something new today. We'll see.
What else are we doing, guys? Joe, we're working on, so yeah, very busy. So now we've got our new files. That's been blog.
What are those for?
These are just for documents, some gum meeting with clients. Transfers, putting everything together. Just looks nice. Bold. Just like us. Yeah. Need to get this sold in the next 60 days. 60 days is 60 days. Ideally, like I said, we want to try and get some offers on the property, but I thought 15 million was a fair price. Just a couple of things I noted down. Number one was you needed to just pause. Did make a nice label, but then you just kept talking a little bit too much, filled in silence.
Was that one like a label and asked a question?
Yeah, you labeled, but then give him a chance to think about, for him to say that's right, basically.
Okay, well, you know why I did that is because when I'm labeling it on my calls, they're always like, yeah, that's like call I get. I label that like, yeah.
Or maybe you just need the way that you say it needs to be a bit more like firm, pause. But when they say it, that's fine, right? I mean, that's not a terrible thing. There's one thing going yes, where if they feel like they're just being tricked and cornered into saying yes, and there's one thing where they're just agreeing with you. But again, try and change it a little bit, the way that you're speaking, to get them saying that's right. What could we do better? Joe and Nate are going to have this easier because we're going to go through a few things now which you're going to be able to use straight away. So I would suggest that you say, okay, seems like you have a really specific price in mind. Can I ask, seems like, where did that come from? You know, you can ask, how did they come to that price?
Well, I did ask about why did you move people? I asked that.
What did you say?
Investments. And it's my parents. That's why
I know, okay, great. So you get the answer for that. To really, like genuinely want to understand how did you get to that price? And then would it be ridiculous for me to share data that's happening in the market right now? Okay, and then you want to lead it back to more of the data conversation, realistic, common sense decision, right? So there's nothing happening at 15. There's just, they want them to be a sane, normal, reasonable person, which everyone wants to be. So,
do you really like negotiate the price down, like at our stages, or do you just get the listing and then maybe like a week down, 2 weeks down, to renegotiate?
yeah, I think it's much better if we negotiate it down. Not a case of negotiate it down, but the worst thing that you can do is, because people have this, like, once you've signed for that price, it's harder, making it harder for yourself, because they're going to really be holding on to that in their mind. They've got, they can actually, they feel like they've done the deal. But again, it comes with experience and it comes with detachment from the outcome. If you can not be so attached to the outcome and excited and more laid back and relaxed and just share the information and let them, give them the autonomy to, make the decision, that's the way to do it. Okay, so again, like mirror, label, try and get them to say that's right, and then try and have that conversation to look at the data, yeah? So you said worth way more, and you said worth way more. You were basically just validating what he says with the mirror. The idea that of the mirror, that what we want is to a question. So how would you ask a question? So he said, my property is worth way more.
Oh, seems like...
No, mirror. How'd you mirror that?
Can I do it? It's worth way more?
Yeah. You try it?
Worth way more? Am I good?
No.
Say it again. Worth way more? That's what Joe... Worth way more?
Worth way more? More? Yeah. No, but with the way that it's a big difference, right? Because the way you said it didn't really inspire him to explain anything. You just kind of said worth way more. And that was the end of it. And he was like, yeah, he agrees with me, it's worth way more. Whereas you could have got it, when you're mirroring, you've got to really, I don't know, is it upward inflection?
Ryan naturally has. His note is really good. Yeah, he naturally has. Naturally is the best to do it. I have to think about it to do it. Yeah.
I've got this before with you.
Joe's good as well, but on that one, I think you're focusing on getting the mirrors, but also it's the way that you say the mirrors really helps. Right, let's do this, John.
So how does it go when a new community is handed over and people are setting prices for rentals? How does it go? How did it go in Maple and Sidra when it first handed over?
To be honest, it's not easy. You just have to kind of look at what similar properties are out there, and then the market will just set itself what people are willing to pay. You'll get some crazy pricing for the first few deals. So you'll get some really good deals, and then you'll get some where people will pay, and then it'll just establish itself as it goes.
Actually, so now we've put the price like in between. Some people are asking for like 500,000, 520, some of them, and some are like 560-ish. We're at 480, so I think it's a good price, reasonable. That's below, that's good. Then, about right.
It's below the market, yeah.
And if you send it to a big plot too, it's like 4,800. We got pictures. Yeah, we got pictures, but I have to take other pictures because the ones I have are...
We've got our deal. I don't want to use it for rentals, to be honest. We got our deal with...
Umrat. You got a great memory, Umrat. What's his name? The Reese?
Yeah.
I'm speaking to Reese, yeah. Yeah, that's what he did the park gate well.
Yeah, so we've got that again. But really for sales, this thing to only new stores, because there are 10. We've got 10 creditors.
Where's Dean? Dean.
Oh. Nobody knows. Dean, if you're watching. We don't know what happened.
Yeah. I'm good to go. Wednesday.
Thanks, Train. Like, I would get frustrated as someone keeps going like, oh, unreasonable.
Cool, in August, the lowest was 820.
Man, I don't lose stirring muscles.
What? Is we're going to Arabian Rancher.
Yeah, did.
Feeling good. Got a headache. Did a 10k run this morning. Amazing.
Okay, I thought I was giving less actually. Yeah, I feel like it's less. No, it's not. It's too much. Okay.
Okay. Yesterday, let's take a look. September 2nd, Devesh, no calls. 0. Nothing. Nada. Joe, 140, but no posts.
Yeah.
This might be our biggest source of revenue, I think, these finds. We're going to be making up. But this is a great idea. I'm going to start introducing more finds.
Did a links in rules.
Oh, nice.
And a boat story. But I don't have any content I need to get. Okay. Story.
Notice one. You'd have got that one, right? You would have seen it because I told you about it. Because I was thinking, do I wait and see if he notices it, or do I tell him about it because I need the niche?
It's very fun.
But is that because I told you, but you didn't send it to?
Because I didn't think that was the other day. I know you lined about. So I thought,
oh, sorry, I need to send that. You're going to send it in?
So yeah. But I thought I'd send Maple 3 or instead with 2.
Yeah, no, we said for the roundups you're doing Gulf Side, Dubai Hills.
So I send those in or Maple 3 and Sydney 2.
Or both. MPG2 both. Or 3. Then
maybe 2 or 3.
Devesh, what's happening? Good. No calls. Only one post yesterday. The fines work. Really racking up.
No, I did all 3 posts. They're gonna. Yeah.
That's day. That's yesterday. That's Monday.
Yeah, but Monday was all. I don't miss a post.
No. This one.
Yeah, that's yesterday.
Yeah.
That's Monday, no?
I said Monday.
Okay. We'll have a look at it. We'll have a look later. Anyway, let's go. Let's just go. Right. Just pretty much one of the best days we've had in terms of, again, being clear on why we're doing this. Tell me why you think we're doing this now. What do we want to see?
So basically, these are real life scenarios. So the whole point is to get all the objections out of the way now and learn how to deal with it. So when I have one this one specifically, what are we looking for? What are the checkboxes that are making the other person speak more, so you can understand them, building trust, and being an advisor and a friend more than just a salesy person.
Friend, but what do we want? What are the things, tools? That's just
tell me, what do we want to see? Labeling, wearing, paraphrasing, mislabeled, accusation order.
So let me just make it clear. We want to gain trust.
Yeah.
How do we gain trust? Well, we get trust when the other person feels like they've been understood. How do we know when they feel that they've been understood? They say that's right. And again, this is like, you're not going to have this on a call with a client, but I'm prepping you now so that you got it in mind. This is what we want to see.
Just call because I think you're busy a lot of the times. So I'll speak to and the Form A, not the Form A, but the Ranches 3 gate pass. I didn't get that. And the town square title deed and the pictures. If there are no pictures, I can just drive there over the weekend.
I do have some pictures. Let me pull it out. Okay, I'll update you. Okay, perfect. The gate pass, I will make it look perfect. All right. Title deed, picture of Maha. I will send it to you and gate passes.
Perfect. Alrighty.
Oh,
Bye.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Well done. Right, so what could you do better in that situation?
He's just informing you about, hey, I'm already the paper kind of, I don't have to do much work.
That's what you think.
That's just what I think. Oh, okay. Sorry, I take that. I'm halfway favorite, I guess. He's just informing you about, I know.
Never get too comfortable.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just saying. All right, Sharon gave me a look. Let's go back to the dash now. Focus, let's go.
His side. Remember, the whole point is that you don't just tell him what to do. You walk over to the other side of the road. You show him that you're understanding where he's coming from. It seems like you've managed to get, whatever it is, emotional labels. So think about what he's really feeling. This guy, I've got this situation right now. So this guy, it doesn't make sense to not buy this property at 11. It's a great deal. The seller's just come down. He feels like he needs to win. Right? He really needs to feel like he's got a great deal. So you can label that, put it out there. So don't worry about the scenario. Just worry about getting the labels, getting the mirrors, getting him to say that's right. Quickly start again. You're going to go into this whole scenario again. You're going to call him up and you're going to say, look, we've got good news or bad news, whatever you want to do it. We've got the seller's confirmed at 11. And then you're going to say, look, my offer's still 10. I'm serious. I'm a cash buyer, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to just do mirror label. You're going to really try and understand where he's coming from. You're going to then label it so that he says that's right, hopefully. And then you're going to think about what a good question would be. Would it be ridiculous to assume? Would you be against? Like a no-orientated question. Yeah, that's basically our, what would you call it? Our script, if you will. It's not a script, but it's our checkbox.
Yes, I do feel like I would be overpaying if I paid over 10 million. 10 million seems like a reasonable price for the property. Seems like a reasonable price? Yes, it does seem like a reasonable price. Like, I would get frustrated if someone keeps going like, oh, unreasonable, exaggerated. I mean, that's how much is like, bro.
That's just not a good mirror. That's off. Because there's no question in that mirror.
We're mirroring the last 3 words. And if the last 3 words are just, then you can't do it. Yeah, then I go like, it sounds like, but I'm saying the same thing. Joe, I even uses the word data. So the way you should kind of say it, well, according to what he said, oh, I just have different data. Like,
Yeah. Fish not like calling them out that they should like they're wrong. The energy shouldn't collide. Yeah, the energy is never going to be colliding. I think, yeah, but you asked the right idea though. You said, would it be ridiculous? Would it be a ridiculous idea for me to send you the latest transactions so you can see and understand where this deal stacks up against the rest of the recent market? Yeah, that would be a good idea. Especially in this case, because what we're talking about is a good deal, right? It's not like you're trying to push against the market. This is actually great price. The sellers come down to market price. It's great news. It's just that you're dealing with someone who feels like he beats something to work, feel like he's weird. Yeah. Which happens a lot. I've had it so many times dealing with it. I've always felt like that. Like always, like I remember in this house before. Yeah, in cars, like the deal was the best deal ever. And they were like, can you trouble some maths in? They always feel like you need to give them something. Yeah. It's always the case. People want to feel like they've really.
Are you going to grow even?
Oh, I feel like you're doing a lot of extra work on the study and a question. Like when you put it on him, instead of panicking and explaining, you took on board what he said and you put it straight back. It's really good to see. You could start, but doing really good, honestly. The only thing is, I still think your tone on the mirroring can be better sometimes. I think sometimes you're saying it's a statement as opposed to a question.
And it's hard for the person to understand.
They don't know if it's a question or what. They're just like, yeah, that's what I said. Whereas if you ask it, if you're saying it, it's just a subtle change. So let's just do it again. So I can't remember what it was specifically, but you said, let's just say, I want to make sure I get the best deal.
Yeah.
And then you say, best deal. As opposed to best deal. It's just a little bit of emphasis on best deal. Like you want to know more. Like what is the best deal? Without saying, tell me what you mean.
With curiosity.
That's one thing I would just bear in mind, especially with you over the phone. A picky person, it's easier to have that. When you're over the phone, maybe the line's not that clear. People don't know how you talk. And I would imagine that you're going to be doing mirrors and people don't react to the mirrors because it's just not clear enough. But that's the only thing I think of what you're doing, the way that you're like able to think quicker now, using all the tools, really giving good, no-orientated, calibrated questions as opposed to just feeling like you've got to explain. Now this has got to pass on to real conversations. That's when we're really going to see the results. So use it on, with this guy, use it with, talk to him, get his trust, really try and make him feel like you understand him. You got to start practicing in low stakes every week. Right, let's go. Busy day.
So if we're going to see the top 9, the lowest was 1.3, and on ACO in August the lowest was 800. So 5 out of 9 of the posts were reaching 1,000. And then for August, for Liam's account, these were all above 1,500, and 5 out of 9 of these posts, the top posts, were reached 1,000.
Thoughts on the metrics review. Overall, feeling positive about it. I think facing some challenges on mainly TikTok and Instagram, just a little bit stagnant on the view count. But I think we've set some clear steps for testing what might work. So in August, we are going to shorten our reviews so that we can add on the trending music. Also, we're going to add locations for TikTok. We're going to do more stories. We're going to keep trying to do more clips from the vlog, which seem to be going quite well. YouTube has been our best performing month we've had on YouTube. Lives are working really well on YouTube, but we're going to add more vlog clips, so different kind of content going out, and more property tours. And yeah, overall good. I always feel great after the metrics review, because it's not just about looking at what we've done, it's about seeing what we can do better or differently and trying to come up with a plan together as a team. So that's what it's all about. So let's see how we perform this meet. It's just important that everybody focuses on what we agree in terms of next steps. So we are going to pin the summary for each different platform to the top of our chat, and then we can all keep referencing back to make sure we're doing it throughout the week, throughout the month. I've got bad news. Okay. So you're probably going to think here that I'm not trying to get you a good deal. You're probably going to think that I'm, just trying to finish the deal quickly. But look, the seller is, he's pretty firm. They don't want to meet, but they will finish at 2.6. But they're just, I have really tried.
Okay, what is the procedure now?
So all we need to do now, if you have the cash, we can send out the contracts today. And then once we've signed, then we just arrange for the transfer,
Do you have already title deed or?
Good. But if it's, you now just need to pay 50%. And 50% is the balance due on completion.
Proof from the start office.
Yeah. So we basically give the seller what he's paid, and then you take over the payment for final payment, which I think will be mid-October. So you have a bit of time for that.
It will be to company?
To developer.
Developer.
Yeah.
Okay. Send us the contract. Sure. I will just send me.
All right.
I will give to our guys to check.
Sure. I'll send the breakdown, and then we can. Once you agree, I'll send the figures so you can see the full breakdown. Yeah, but it's a very easy deal because it's just cash, no banks. Sellers paid 50%, clear, no issues.
Okay.
All right.
So today I had 2 viewings, which were my first viewings, and I showed them 2 different villas, same tenants, but 2 different villas they used, and I really liked one, which was landscape, beautiful pool view as well, so really good villa. It's not going to be on the market for long, so yeah, let's see if they want to put an offer in. They were saying they want to put an offer in, so when I catch up with them later, they really liked it, so they're thinking about putting a 2-year offer in. So yeah, we'll see, let's see how that goes.